Alright guys, as promised, I wanted to do a little video walkthrough of the RSI topper I received yesterday. It took me about 3 hours and 20 minutes to get it installed by myself. Packaging was all in good shape. All the parts seem to be there. Well, all the parts are there. But yeah, here we go. I know there's already been a few videos describing all the details and stuff, so I'll just kind of run through some of the finer points that I found. So everything really lined up really nice and tight on the sides. They're a little hard to get in. You've got to bang those top portions right around here to get them to fit into the roof panel where you bolt those together. And you can see how there's a little tab that slides into each piece, and the gasket sits in between these two. So when you compress this, you're compressing that gasket. On the front and the back, it is a pain in the ass to get these little pieces that squish the two together in fitting together. Once they are together though, it's a pretty positive fit, and it centers the rectangular cavities together with that fitting. And there are quite a few of them that run all the way down the length and the sides. On the back, I've noticed some of the other people who have installed theirs, looks like they had them a little bit further forward than I did. Kind of like how it mounts back up flush like that, and don't necessarily mind the gap that I get there in the front. Mine's a little crooked. It's about maybe 1/4 of an inch that I could move this one back a little bit. This one's a little bit tighter. As far as fitment goes, on mine, everything seems to be fine here in the back. That gasket seems to be pretty tight, but not restricting opening. That moves a little bit, but definitely doesn't pull that gasket apart. I super glued mine just like the instructions say, and it seems to be holding together. Just use the water. I took it through a car wash to clean the outside for you guys. There was an underspray at the car wash, and it definitely comes up back here between this. I also noticed up here at the vent, the positive air pressure vent, there's some drips up there as well. And then in the front, along that connection to the front of the bed lip, I installed the gasket incorrectly there and got a bunch of water through there, so that's my fault. None of the windows leaked. The lid in the back did not leak. As far as the pads go, what I ended up doing for that, RSI sends you these 1/2 inch pads, at least I measured them 1/2 inch for me, with sticky tape here on the bottom, and I have fixed these underneath the lip right here where these are compressed as instructed. I did one at every point here, and then in the back they also send you a long piece, looks like this before you cut it, this after you cut it, and then I did that and affixed those two pieces under, and that seems to be good for the clearance on mine. You know, kept these intact for the top of the rest of the one, but I got 2 extra of these thinner, about 1/8 inch pads, and it's a hard, dense rubber pad. It's got a texture to it, probably an anti-slip texture, but seems to work pretty well for that purpose. If you want to see that fitment again here, I'll try and get a better focus for you guys. So compressed it there. I also noticed that water does get in that little hole there too. I probably could have cut that gasket longer. I'm not too concerned about a little bit of water getting in those sections, so doesn't bug me too much.